Good evening, everybody. How's everyone doing?
Howdy ho.
Oh, God. How was your 4th of July?
I was at work. You already know. That was
That
mine.
one.
That's all I ever do, though. So,
I
yeah.
know. I know.
What's
It's
up,
all.
Freeside?
Hey, free sign. Hey, lickety split. October 50. Sorry. Fox Mulder. You want a link to tell us how the rumors about you and Kim Kardashian? Good Lord.
Oh, Lord. The
Betsy's
YouTube streets
cow.
are wild today.
Right. Hey, Trixie. Dragon Spirit. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, no, I mean, damn, I tell you, Ernie's been on one lately, and so has Katie, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Give me just 1 second. For some reason tonight, I can't do more than one thing at one time. I was trying to send a message to somebody, and I can either talk and
Gotcha.
not type, or I can't type and not talk.
Chewing gum and walking give you issues.
Not today.
She ain't got no gum, motherfucker. Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, watch. Anyways, it's like where to start? Where to start?
Yeah, I mean, it's been the usual muck that's been going on the YouTube streets, man. I mean, why do you think I'd rather go to work than deal with them?
Right.
Like I got better shit to do than to deal with this insanity. And I mean, just like any other time,
Hey,
you
Lippy.
leave everybody alone to their own devices, and these motherfuckers will eat each other,
They run amok, man.
devour. Like it don't matter if we're doing lives every day, or if we never go live again, they're gonna end up eating each other.
Hey, hey, Queen Ashley. Hey, Lippy. Mama too. Yeah, I mean, there's some idiots out there. Okay,
Yeah,
the
there's
number one thing, we were just talking about this a second ago before we went live. Ernie and his selling of his jail. Freaking
no, not just
stinky.
that. First, you think about this before we even talk about the whole gel outfits. What makes him think that his bracelets, his crocodile tooth hat, that his gel outfit, that anybody would really want? I mean, yeah, you might get some fool to give you some bucks for it, Ernie, but why?
Temper.
Because you've lied to him, making him think something that you claim to be and you're not?
But in his live tonight, because I asked him the same damn question. I go, "You're not famous." He goes, "Oh, after I dox myself, I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be just as famous as all, and you guys are going to see. I was always who I said I was. Blah 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 blah."
Well, he was talking tonight in his live stream about how he worked at the Trump Towers and this and that and the other. Like he's got all these receipts and claims to have shown them, but I've yet to see a single fucking receipt.
Right,
Not
and
one.
I personally can care less about those receipts.
No, I just
That's
want him to back it up. That's what
Oh, I
started
know.
this whole thing with me and him. Is he
Well,
made these claims? I was like, fair enough. If you did this, show me.
hey, Love and Grace. Well, my whole thing is his larping and lying about being this predator hunter. That's the
Right.
shit, and
Well,
the
I
stuff
mean, what predators has he really busted?
none.
That's my point. Like the proof, he makes all those claims. Yeah, he's LARPing. He's going to. He's a LARPer. But the point is he claims to have receipts. Tonight,
Hey,
he
it's
even said
LDS.
he's shown him blah, blah, blah. Well, if he showed them before, it would be pretty fucking easy to show them now, right?
Right.
So,
But and even if he did work at Trump Towers, okay, you were an employee there. Does not mean. I mean, there's probably thousands of employees there. What
okay,
makes?
first of all, he probably did work security in New
Yeah,
York, at least have a contract. Now, did he finish the contract? I don't think so.
probably
Because
not.
around the same time he was working for Trump Towers is when he disappeared.
Yeah. Well, shit. Look how many jobs he supposedly has. Like, I'm all, dude. Do you ever stay in a job more than 1 year? Fuck's sake.
I don't think he's had, except for the Hay House, I don't think he's had any job for more than a year. I'm being for real.
Oh no.
That's an honest
And
assessment. I don't think he really has. I know I've talked to some of his exes, and they've told me that he would go and get a job and go through the orientation. You know, oh,
him,
I'm going to be making this and doing this and that and the other, just like he does on YouTube, right?
right,
But he never has a paycheck. He doesn't go to work after a week. That kind of shit.
right,
And then they're giving him money for rent, and he's not even paying the rent. So they get evicted because he's not paying the rent. And they were trusting that he did, kind of shit.
right.
Ernie
Well,
Shell 101.
yeah, you know how he's always saying when he worked at Trump Towers that he had security access to floors that other people couldn't get to. No shit, Ernie, you are security. You are going to have access to floors that the public doesn't.
Want to bet he wasn't armed security?
Yeah, I know, right?
No, he wasn't. And I'll tell you how I know. Because there are places on Facebook where he raises hell about him not being able to pass the background check to have an armed security badge. And
I
he
wouldn't doubt it.
raises hell, but it's against the people that are saying no, you've been denied. And I'll tell you why he's been denied and why he doesn't get any kind of security clearance or anything else. He is schizophrenic. The
Right.
dude is not stable. This
He's
is well
super.
documented. Like if we know what we know, imagine what people with access know.
Hey, Pindar.
You know, like
Right.
when you're signing up for a job and they're doing a background check, you're giving that release so they can go and look at everything.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's gonna fuck you every time, Ernie. So you
Right.
can talk about all these great jobs and how you've done all the security work, but for many years, for at least a decade, it is documented that you run down highways and scream that your brother's going to kill you. You do dope with your boyfriends, get into a state of mind where you're triggered to run down the highway. This is documented as well, right, Ernie? Like you talk about receipts, dude, but those are the only real receipts you have is highway runs. That and scams.
Right. It just cracks me up how he. Oh God, he's just so fucking delusional and thinks that he's famous. And
Well,
I'm working on a video that's going to be coming out here pretty soon, hopefully early next week, to
well, I was
show.
going to say most dope users that are schizophrenic usually are unstable and
Yeah,
out there.
yeah. We had a long time ago, long time. I was like in my early 20s. We had a neighbor that was a crackhead from hell. He's what you call one of those window peekers, always
Hmm.
peeking out the window.
Oh yeah, a peeper. Yep.
Oh God, and he
Carpet
has some of the most.
carpet picker and blind benders.
He had some of the most outrageous tales that he would tell, and it was like, dude, stuff that is complete, impossible. Because for some personal things, we know that he was someplace else, but he says he was over here doing this and taking care of that, kind of like Ernie, and nowhere close. Just these outlandish. We call them crack dreams,
Right.
but ugh.
Yeah, it's just funny because the same people that support Ernie are the same ones that call Tina Simmerly crazy. And although she's a little bit further out there than Ernie, that don't mean Ernie's sane. Remember that, folks.
Yeah,
Just remember.
oh yeah. But I'm coming out with a video here pretty soon to show just how famous Ernie really is. So I'm just waiting for a few things. So hopefully next week I'll have that all done, and it's going to be good. But yeah, he's just ridiculously delusional.
I mean, honestly, like we were saying when we first started this live, I've seen a lot of delusional people on the YouTube streets the past few weeks. Just damn it, dude. It's fucked up.
Right.
Like I'll be honest, straight up honest. I'm glad that I walked away and we all walked away from the stand, and things
Right.
are the way they are now because
Hey,
I'm
Markella.
so much more at peace,
Right.
so
Hey,
much more,
future recovery.
and I don't
Yeah.
have to deal with any of the ignorant shit.
No, it's
Makes me
nice.
happy. Yeah, it is.
Not stressing as to when someone's going to spurg out on somebody for reasons unknown or just to keep the shit going.
Or having live stream begging for
Right.
cash, that doing it for the third time for the same reason, in the
Right.
past few
Hey,
months, kind of
Cockerel.
shit. Yeah, it like honestly, and that's the thing, man. Yeah, my affiliation with that, it stains me enough.
Me
Um,
too.
I'm not gonna fuck around and put more shit stains on me.
Mm-mm.
Believe me, that ain't gonna happen no more.
Mm-mm.
And
No.
daily, I'm still learning. I mean, I've got those fresh wounds in the back from those knives, but it is what it is. People are just
Right.
showing me who they are, and I'm grateful for that because then I don't have to guess.
Right. Oh, shit. Hold on a second. I'm trying to.
What's the
I
matter?
lost. Oh, I lost my. There it is. Sorry. My screen that I had up. I think
Oh,
this is it.
I thought you
I was
said we're
trying to say.
chasing marbles around or something.
God, no. Damn mirror, man. Well, I got too many windows open because of things I wanted to show and stuff, and then I lose them because only it shortens everything up to where you can't really read.
Right.
Everything
No,
says
I get it. It
32.
shrinks it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get
All I
that.
see is nothing but 32, 32, and I don't even know what the 32 is because I don't have 32 screens up. But okay. Um, blah blah blah. God dang! I think I need some more coffee tonight. Jesus,
What'd you do?
I need more coffee.
Oh, are you falling asleep already?
No, I'm tongue tied. Trying to
Oh,
spit my words out, but I'm not coming out.
you griffing out over there?
Oh God, shut your mouth. Shut your
Sorry.
mouth.
So
That was
sorry.
mean.
I'm just playing. Don't hurt me.
I know, right? How did he get a van? Personally, I think this van that he is driving around, I think he's working for, probably, in my opinion, he's working for his brother-in-law, doing,
Uh,
hot shot
he's
delivery,
got some kind of inside scoop on a delivery job of some type, a courier job, if you will. That's
which
what
I
he's
can't.
got. Now his brother-in-law, I don't know.
Well, that's what his brother-in-law does. Is he does hot shots,
Okay.
and remember when he was staying with his sister? That's all he kept talking about was doing these hot shot jobs.
Okay.
But he's
I
on the
got you.
freaking internet way too much to be sitting there doing any sort of jobs. I mean, every time you see him, he's either sitting in a freaking restaurant and we get to watch him eat, or he's sitting in the van in a parking lot. It's like, dude, do you do any work? I
He's
mean,
never worked. Come on. Even when he's had a job, he's not worked. That's why it's so easy for him to just take money from people the way that he does.
dude, don't forget we all left Jimbo and now we're the Ernie crew, right? Jesus.
Oh yeah, I heard that ignorant shit too. Yeah, that's dumb as fuck. But whatever. Like I said, those delusional people on the YouTube streets. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
If they think that we've all ran over and now at Ernie's feet, you need to
The,
re-examine the situation a little bit.
yeah, the day I'm over in Ernie's supporting him, can someone call have a welfare check stat because that ain't ever
Right.
gonna.
Well, I mean, even if I go into Ernie's chat and like he's giving Tina shit and I give Tina shit, that don't mean I'm siding with him.
No. No.
I mean, like I said, go and reassess the situation because me personally, it started with Tina. So anybody wants to say any shit about that, well, like I said, go do your homework and you'll know. That's how it all started for me. It was Tina, and then she threw Ernie in my face like he was supposed to kick my ass or something, like I was supposed to be scared. So, yeah, that's how it started. So if I go into his chat while she's on panel and I'm giving her shit, that don't mean shit, except that I'm giving her shit. That's what it
Right.
means.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Totally boring. Watch him eat or drive. Neither one's a good option. That's for damn sure.
Right. Well, I
Uh,
mean, one of the best eating scenes that I ever saw was when Benny
Benny,
told him to eat his food. Yeah, that
eat
was
your
one of the
food.
best.
Eat your food, little man. Eat your
Yeah.
food. God, that was the best.
Hmm.
Oh,
Sure was.
someone better put me in a straitjacket and a padded room, right? Uh, I
Yeah.
no, I that man, all the shit that he's done, and now I guess I have like 6 different names now. Now my name is Caitlin.
You know,
That cracked me
you'll
up.
have about 5 more in the next 2 weeks, I'm sure. So,
He said, and someone said, God, I wish I could remember who said it. They said that I was being hop, hopscotch or hop hopscotch traced or God. They said something like hopscotch. God dang it!
spit it out.
Why can't I spit that word? Hop. You know what I'm trying to say.
No, I
I want
don't.
to say squatch. Hopsquatch.
Sasquatch?
No, with that,
Hopscotch?
yes, thank you. God dang, I couldn't get that damn
It
word out.
sounded like you said it like your third or fourth try. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
okay, well, maybe that's not the word that she's looking for, but
no, it was. I kept saying hopsquatch, and I couldn't. But yes,
anyway, they
hopscotch.
said what?
I was being hopscotch skip traced, you know, because
It is what it
you
is.
can't
Like, but
trace
just like these people that claim that we all left the stand and ran running to Ernie. It's the same shit, man. These people just have to have something to say, so that's what they come up with.
yeah,
So I mean, just like the king larper, there's other people that are larping.
yeah.
LARPing as a know-it-all.
Hmm. But to get what we were saying earlier, Ernie. Let me get my share screen here. Is this it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Now, Ernie, this how you say that the official Lightning Tiger jail worn clothing. These oranges and I'm sorry, I cannot read this without laughing because it's fucking retarded. Orange and gray jogging pants and shirts, t-shirts are what I wore while incarcerated for a state year. The best offer takes them. Free shipping. Contact me. Okay, Ernie. With these little uniforms, the oranges and stuff are what they call federal property. And when you get out of jail, you are released in your street clothes. Unless you were, quote, and I'm doing air quotes, quote, so famous in the jail and the guard so loved you for you being you, bullshit, and let you take them.
Yeah,
It's
you
very
usually don't get to take off with your outfit when you're in jail. I mean,
no.
I've been in jail before, and I talked to you about this before the stream, but um, like, I don't even see him having HIV being a reason for them letting him have that. Like,
No.
I don't see it because I've not ever seen anybody else that's been to jail, of course, to have their fucking jumpsuit. So I'm not saying it's not real. I don't believe him. For one, he's a liar, and most of the time he's bullshitting. And second of all, what I just stated, like you don't just leave with your fucking jumpsuit, man. You get your personal belongings, you change back into your street clothes. That's usually why, even if they arrest somebody, they at least let them get some shorts on.
Right. And like here, I asked. In Kentucky, can an inmate leave with their jail uniform? No, a Kentucky inmate typically cannot leave jail or prison wearing their state-issued uniform. It's a property of the institution. Their release and the clothes that are provided or arrangements were made, street clothes, not the jail clothing.
Right.
um, in summary, Kentucky inmates are not allowed to leave the correctional facility wearing their jail or prison uniform. They will be provided with appropriate clothing or be able to access their personal clothing upon release. So, how you got your hot little hands on those is kind of weird. And then,
Yeah.
um, and then this idiot. Let's see, where is it? Oops, I already had it open. Julie Walker. People do buy jail and prison clothes. They do. When someone purchases anything in the jail as for clothing, it is usually socks, underwear, um, those slipper shoes, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, basically shit you buy in commissary.
Yeah, you do not buy jail uniforms. Those uniforms don't have their name on it. They don't have a prison number on it. They are general population. Everyone share. I mean, you're not going to get the same one that you wore before when it was sent to wash. You're going to get a completely different one back. I
Exactly.
God dang. I mean, do I have to prove it? Here, we'll
Well,
prove
I
this.
mean, again, again, he claimed those bracelets that he was trying to sell a few years ago worth all kinds of money when you could go on the internet and purchase them for about $7 a piece.
Right.
But he was talking hundreds for just one. So, I
Cool.
mean, just like with his ripped leather jacket from him being pulled out of the Hummer,
Right.
it was straight, clean slashes done with a knife. It wasn't him falling out and getting scuffed up. That's not what that jacket represented. It
Yeah.
represented Ernie's lying and bullshit, just like everything else he presents. That's the problem, Ernie. That's what you don't get. You can talk shit on everybody else in the world, but most of the general population do not believe a word you say. You might be famous, but nobody believes you, bro. There's a very few select people that believe you. And guess what? Those people don't matter.
Right. Oh, but he's
So
going to be famous, Kemper, when he doxes himself. That's what he
when,
told
yeah,
me.
he's going to be doing all this shit. He was supposed to be doing all this shit since he showed up on the scene in 2021.
Right.
But he hasn't done anything.
No, it's always
He's,
tomorrow.
do you know how
Tomorrow.
many contracts he's had since 2021?
No, I
Like
don't have.
I would literally have to sit and count, but I'm guessing about 15 to 20, if not more. You know how many sponsorships he's had?
Hmm.
What does he have to show for all of this?
Nothing.
Oh, what, 6 or 7 months in jail, begging for money on the internet, pretending to be something he's not. You know,
The only
I,
thing he's ever
Ernie,
got from his sponsors.
forget. Well, I was going to say Ernie needs to forget what his dad says, and he needs to remember what he's doing to make people say that. And maybe that shit will stop whenever he stops. Like he's literally pretending all the fucking time and wants to be taken serious. Like that's not how it works. You don't get to do what the fuck you want to and then demand people treat you a certain way and have this certain respect to you. It don't work that way, man.
Right.
Because I can tell you, even trying to do the right thing all the time, you still get shit.
Yeah.
So
Lisa, what do you mean? What G4 jacket? When did he have a G4 jacket? I don't remember seeing him in one of those. But yeah, you can get anything in a pawn store or a thrift shop. I mean, sorry, not a pawn store, a thrift shop. And for all we know, Um, shit, where is it? Why isn't that's weird. It doesn't pop up, make the picture bigger on the laptop when you're in the screen. I can click on the photo, but it's not making it any bigger. But where it says inmate, you know how many people have a laminate machine? I have one. You know, easy there's because basically
I
these
mean, is that
uniforms,
even the right color in what they actually have on their jumpsuit in Kentucky or South Carolina? That's what you got to look at.
right?
Because every, like here in Michigan, I know every county has um, something different on their jumpsuits, and they also go color coded.
Yeah,
You
because these
you
just
have
like
your certain
gloves.
colors for violent offenders. You have your colors for sentenced and non-sentenced. Like they do. So I mean, there's a lot of things to look at when you're trying to look into that. You know what I mean? Like the odds are he could have gotten just an outfit that said inmate on it and a fucking pair of sweats. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
'Cause, I
I
mean,
mean,
hell, I mean, remember that security badge that he likes to flash?
yeah,
That came from a fucking like party costume supply thing on fucking internet. Like when he tried to flash that to try to scare people when he was doing live streams from his car in Tina's driveway.
hmm
Yeah, yeah. That got debunked real quick. And then, people that had seen him in the past year, yeah, man, he's got all these different outfits and stuff in his trunk, all these different clothes. Like Ernie's a LARPer, guys.
yeah,
Believe it. Now, does he have his car full of clothes in the trunk like he did? I don't think he's got the
probably.
same. If he does, he's not got access to it all yet. But give him more time in the van, fucking around. He'll have them all back going again.
I mean,
Not
we
just
know,
that, though. He'll have his suitcase of dildos.
right? I mean,
Dildos.
pretty soon he's going to have all of his little costumes back. I mean, you can go to any surplus store, any freaking thrift store, and you can find all that kind of shit there.
Yep.
And personally, these to me look like orange scrubs, which their prison uniforms pretty much are just like their scrub design. But I don't know. It's just kind of weird. But I can't see him leaving the jail in there when he had his own personal clothes.
Right.
And if they quote lost his clothes and stuff, because I know he said that they lost his shoes. But if they lost his clothes, they would have made. They have like a lost and found type like
Yep.
situation there. They will pick
They,
something out of that
yep.
thing and give it to you to leave out in. You're not leaving in your jail uniform.
No. And like, they'll even let you, like, whoever's picking you up, they'll let you contact them to get your change of clothes, too.
Mhm.
Like, but the whole point is Ernie's a fucking liar.
Yeah. And if
And
people
even if he's telling the truth about this, he's lied so much, I don't believe him. So
right,
he can make all these claims about his shit stained uniform all he wants. But I know Ernie likes to lie. So why even try and believe?
right, he's like the boy who called Wolf too much. I mean, shit,
Yeah.
can't believe a damn thing he says anymore. And
Right.
even if he does show proof, things well, his crew are not yet that good about trying to manipulate things yet. I mean, fucking Tiger Lori, God, she had some of the worst freaking made up shit that she would do for him. So obviously photoshopped and or the AI manipulated. So I'm curious to see what he actually uh, pulls up as proof. Because that's what sucks about AI now. Like anytime lately, I mean, you can make just about damn near anything, and especially if you pay for one of those damn programs, um, you can freaking make anything.
Right,
It's
but you can also know if it's real or not too. You
yeah,
can analyze it. So I mean,
that is true.
um, I mean, it's just more of a truth that you don't believe everything you see on the internet.
Right.
You know,
Or
always
don't
question,
lie all the time, and people might actually believe you.
huh?
I said, or just don't lie all the time, and people might actually believe you.
Right. But see, that's the thing. Ernie's lied so much, he knows he can't start telling the truth and anybody believe him. He knows that.
Oh my
Like,
god!
I mean, it goes back to his mask days when he was taking orders and not sending mask. You know,
Right?
same shit.
Um, I'm not sure if you watched that live stream where he fell asleep on. That was classic.
No, I was asleep myself.
Who wakes up from a dead sleep? I did a video on it. I'm trying to find it. Who wakes up from a dead sleep and the first thing that comes out of their mouth is a freaking tall lie? I mean, blatant lie. Trying to. Oh, God, let me bring it up. It's so fun. It's God. He's just ignorant, as he likes to say. Oh, did I not upload it yet? All the way? It was there. Oh, it's because I still have it unlisted. Duh. I'll fix that.
What are you doing?
Oh, I
Playing
said,
that video?
yeah, the video I had, I didn't publish it yet, so I
Or,
couldn't find it on my page. I'm like, I did a
oh,
video. What
that
was
would
it?
be why.
Right? That's a good indication. Now show up. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay,
Well,
I'll
it's
just
like
do it.
that, huh?
Yeah, apparently it's going to be an asshole. I'll do it this way. I can get to it from there. Okay. I mean, the way he just blatant. It. I started busting up laughing when I heard him do this. It was so stupid. Ah, shit. Where's my? There it is. There's no sound here for a second, but
Well, yeah, I mean, I see that, but I don't like his look at all. I hate the look of it they gave him. I hate that look. It looks stupid. I'd rather watch Pop.
he's falling asleep in mid sentence.
Ain't nothing to do, I'm telling you.
Drops his phone.
So somebody said something. For some reason, my elbow hit this screen and it just took a damn. I don't even know what it did. I give up. I just give up. The world's a vampire.
I mean, how does one person wake up out of a dead sleep and lies are the first thing that comes out of his mouth? I mean, that tells you right off how much of a pathological liar he is. He can't even tell the truth when he's, halfway asleep.
Right. It's a natural reflex.
Right?
Okay. Hey Siri,
Mm-hmm.
Horror Incorporated and Jason Universe. What is that?
I don't have an answer for that.
I didn't think you did. Siri don't have answers for nothing. Siri, what can we do to make you start answering things?
Okay. I found this on the web for you don't have answers for nothing, Siri. What can we do to make you start answering things?
Okay.
Check it out.
Okay. Okay.
People.
Anyway, I give up. I fucking give up, people. I'm telling you, it's just ridiculous. Now,
He falls asleep again in mid
That's
sentence.
pretty cool.
Here in a second.
Oh Lord. Hey Siri,
Uh-huh.
how do I get $1 million?
The easiest way to get $1 million is to start a successful business. Another possibility is to invest in stocks, bonds, or other assets. This answer is from liquidimageco.com and gobankingrates.com.
Hey, Lurley. I swear to God.
Yes, this is why.
Anyways, I mean, the only way I know somebody who ever falls asleep like that is either someone who's been up way too long, really off of substances,
Right.
and I'm like, dude, he was doing everything he possibly could, trying to come up with the stupidest shit to try to keep awake. It's like, dude, just get off the YouTubes and go to fucking sleep. Jesus, you're supposed.
That's his security blanket, though. That's the thing.
I
He's
know,
not
but
going to do
he's
that.
supposedly driving on the road, doing deliveries and shit.
But I
But
mean, honestly, think about it. He's the same guy that ran down the highway saying, "Facebook, help me."
right?
Like he literally does think that when there's a live audience, he's got some kind of protection.
Cowgirl, or that's what I had to. That's what I thought it was. Sounded like it to me. But sorry, hold on. I just saw something in chat. Where'd it go? Oh, crap! I went back too far. What's this? Jess, I heard through the grapevine that if one of the Boit goes down, so will you all. Okay, what's the Boit got to do with me? Honestly, that doesn't make sense. Does that to you, Kemper? The hate channels. Okay. Thanks, Lauren Lee. I'm definitely not Boyd. Thank you. Uh-oh. Um, crap. Oh, okay. Sorry. Kemper went mute because he's got a bunch of noise in the background. Okay. Um, yeah, he's robbed and screwed over so many people. He's just a joke, and it's sad. He is so trying to fight tooth and nail to remain relevant. It's just pretty much a joke anymore now at this point.
He's been a joke.
Yeah, he will always be a joke.
He just, I mean, he wants, like I said, he wants to be taken serious, but he goes and does dumb shit. And, not defending Ernie, but there's a lot of dumb shit going on. So, it's pretty hard for anyone else to be talking shit on Ernie right now, really.
Yeah,
After what I've witnessed in the past month, 3 months, 6 months. Yeah, man.
mm,
Like, I think people need to take time to reflect on their bullshit and deal with their shit.
right.
think it would solve a lot of problems on the YouTube streets.
Well, shit, Ernie the other night had one of his mods on his channel just letting her have diarrhea of the mouth, just talking about all kinds of shit that not everybody needs to know, about.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you got to look at who that person is.
He will use anybody for his content, even
He's
his.
done it before. The
Oh, I know.
same person, too.
Yeah, I know. So many times. Tiger
Right.
Mom, get a clue. He's using you for content, for fuck's sake. Keep your mouth shut about your personal life. No one needs to know about um, the freaking crap that's going on with you.
He
And
definitely helped open her up to some bullshit.
yeah, I mean, except for it does concern me about some of the things that she did say. For especially being a mod of Ernie's and Ernie allowing her to
What
be
about
so.
smoking the ganj with the
Yeah,
underage people?
with a minor and
See,
with a
that's the
baby.
thing. I'm smoking ganj right now, okay? But
But
point is I've never smoked with a minor.
fuck no.
Never. And
Or a
guess
baby.
what? If I was in a situation where I saw minors smoking, even with their own fucking family, and there was a 2 or 3 year old in the room,
Oh
I'd have
no.
walked away and I'd have called Child Protective Services.
Right? That's just.
Just
I don't.
saying, that's what I would have done.
Even if it was my brother and my
Right? It
brother.
don't matter who it was. If that was the situation and I walked in, it don't matter if it was being condoned by their parents. No,
Exactly.
sorry,
That
just
was
ain't
just.
happening.
And being separated from a kitchen to a living room is not a separation. I
I mean,
mean,
I don't even smoke with the 20-some-year-olds,
mm-mm.
much less the like kids. You know what I mean? Like I don't even feel right. It's like
Right?
this should not be. It's just no. I barely smoke with anybody. Period. Haven't for years, but it's still the point. Like there's a line that I draw, a boundary that's been set for a very long fucking time with me, and most people I know have those same boundaries. So hearing what I heard, I was just like, yeah, that's fucked up in
Yeah.
that kind of environment, and you just condoning it because you co-signed it when you smoked with them. It don't matter. Like I said, if their granny smoking with them, I do not give a fuck. If
Right?
they're a kid, they're still a kid. It
Hey,
don't
girl.
matter who's with them.
Yeah. I mean, that's just common sense for fuck's sake. You know?
So I said, most people I know have those same boundaries.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell I'd have done any of that.
Oh, did you hear tonight in Ernie's live saying that his new meds was making his body reject, quote, everything?
His what now?
He said he's on new meds, and his new meds is making his body, he says, quote, and I quote, making his body reject everything.
Yeah, well, there's one thing I know it's not rejecting, and that's the penis. He's in
Right?
full acceptance of the peen. So, yeah.
Good night, Queen Ashley. Yeah.
Good
I
night,
mean,
Queen.
I'm guessing maybe it's going to be rejecting his super soldier brain chip that he has.
Right. Like in blood.
Right? Yeah. Gets his like and blood. Dear God. But yeah, I don't know.
No, it's just wild watching or knowing the shit that's going on the YouTube streets when it's at the Ernie level type shit. You know it's bad.
Yeah. Fuck, you
Like
can
I
go
said,
on.
I think a lot of people just need to take a breath, look at what they're doing. Because believe me, I've recently done that.
Yeah.
You don't see me in the middle of any of this fuck shit. You're not going to.
Right.
I don't have time for that.
And then like what's going on with Katie right now, with Blame Katie. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. If I was in her situation and someone was threatening that they were going to dox my mods, my subs, anybody associated with me, and they gave me an out of delete my channel, but yet you can still make another channel
Right.
for my subs, for my mods, for my friends, everybody. I would delete my fucking channel.
Well, the whole point of deleting the channel was to delete the content of Cyrax.
Right.
At least in the way I was seeing it, because at the same time she was doing the same thing with the Ernie content as she did with the Cyrex content, and
Right.
was doing it to build her channel. And I always said that.
Yeah,
So I mean, seeing it happen with the second person, I was not surprised, and watching the results of it, I'm not surprised.
right.
Really not. I
I
just don't
mean,
have time
it
for the
wouldn't
dumb
take
shit.
long. It wouldn't take long for her to be remonetized on another channel.
No,
But
but the whole point was getting that content gone.
yeah,
At least the way I was seeing it and understanding it, that's what I took it as. So, I would have complied. I would have said, look, man, I ain't going to delete my channel, but I'll get rid of everything and
right.
start over from scratch,
And I'll tell
which is
you what.
basically what they said to do. I heard the panel. So, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I never heard her so humbled in my entire life when she was on panel with
yeah,
007.
man, but she went live like a week later, 5 days
She
later, whatever, and
went
talking
live at
crazy. So I'm
pretty
like,
much like
whatever, dude.
the next day, wasn't it? Or the day after?
That's her choice. She's a grown woman. She can do what she wants, but she's not smart, and obviously people ain't going to put up with it. So it is what it is. You know.
Yeah. And I don't really know hardly anything about the Cyrax community, but
No, but you can obviously tell what Cyrex is about. Like
well,
that's
yeah.
one of those easy ones. That's easier than the Ernie shit.
Well, yeah.
You know
No,
what I mean? So,
Cyrax, I
um,
know about him, but I mean, I guess what they call them Cyrax trolls or whatever. Um, First off, I wouldn't be giving him any sort of platform to give him praises in the first place.
right.
That's just gross and sad. You know, he can go sit and spin for all I care. I would never. That's like why I won't let Ernie up, except for that one time on my panel, because I'm not going to give him a platform to spurt out with all of his bullshit that he tries to
Right.
say.
I mean, why though? Like, you don't see us bringing Ernie over here and doing the same thing. No, you won't. But at the same time, you saw it being played out. We'd seen it before, and we watched it play out with the Cyrex shit. And
Right,
it was the same thing that happened with Ernie over there trying to play sides and acting like you're all buddies and shit, and then all of a sudden talk shit on them, and it's all for views. All the people in the chat and everything. That's obviously what it was.
right.
I'm not
Yeah,
blind. I'm not stupid. I watched it go down, so it's whatever.
yeah. 'Cause she
People can
made a
have a
lot of
different
money with
opinion.
those
That's for
Cyrax.
them to do. But I know what I saw. So
Yeah, she made a bunch of money with those Cyrax lives.
I don't even know that. I just know that she had like decent chat numbers,
Hmm.
and that equates to dollars.
Yeah, of
And
course.
it was all about bringing in the extra viewers, making everything subscribers only. You know, get them subs in there, and that's what it was about. Like how do I know it was like you had to subscribe? Because I'm not subbed. I can see it when I go to see your fucking bullshit live.
Right.
So, um, yeah, I
And I
mean,
just don't understand doubling down and then doubling down again on it. I mean, th- after they started doing, this quote stage one to her, um,
honestly, just to be real, I would have never had Cyrex on my panel to had to worry
yeah,
about that shit.
true, yeah, exactly. I would have never been put in that situation in the first place. But it is, I don't know. I just don't get the mentality of some people. I mean, they'd rather hurt everybody around them just so they can keep their
They
channel
don't
or
care. They don't care about anybody else. That's why it don't matter. Like that's why they could have doxed everybody, the whole family tree, and it don't matter as long as she gets that, recognition, those dollars, that kind of shit. Like there's a lot of people that roll that way. She's not the
yeah.
only one, but that shit's never motivated me and will never motivate me.
Mm-mm. Well, I'm not into doxing people, and I'm not into. can go in real life. I've never even gone real life on Ernie, for fuck's sake. I could have, but why? That's real life. I mean, I'm not out here to try to ruin somebody in their personal life. Now, when they're doing fuck shit on YouTube, hell yeah, I'm going to point it out and show it. But I'm not going to go searching out their parents, their family members, or their jobs and try, do that shit to them.
Right.
But we know Ernie likes to fly that way. And Katie likes to support people who do that shit. So it's
Like I said, there's a lot of people on the streets. A lot of them need to take a breath and analyze things.
all right. Take a good look at yourself before pointing fingers at others.
I mean, if you're self-aware, that's a good thing. Even if you don't like what you're seeing, at least know what you are, know who you are,
Yeah.
and just look at what you're doing in an honest way.
Yeah, like Ernie sitting there is saying that he's going to get all the calls from Shelby regarding Lisa to out all this. What is that going to really accomplish? In my opinion, I mean, and then he
It
wants to
doesn't
take,
accomplish anything.
and then he's going to have his stepdad do something to where Shelby can't have any more phone calls and all. It's like, why does he want to hurt his brother so much? I mean, he already did the worst thing. He, freaking turned on. Well, I take that back. If my brother murdered somebody, I would probably turn his ass in too. But you know, I don't know. I just don't get their logic, their thinking. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm reading my notes here. What's that? Steve likes Shelby and hates Ernie. Who's Steve? Oh, that's his stepdad. Is that his stepdad? I should know that, but for some reason I just went blank. I'm shutting down my YouTube accounts tomorrow. I'm giving up this. Yes. Back to the movies and TV here. I don't know. Just, you sent me a screenshot? Okay. Hold on a second. Oh, crap, I can't access that account from my laptop for some reason. Give me 1 second here. Oh, okay. That's the G custom. What is custom G4? What is it? It's just a security service.
Right. It's the name of a security company.
Mm. Yeah, see, I'm going to pay attention to what the fuck he's wearing. So he does have a jacket with a patch on it.
Yeah, he's had pictures of him in those before, too.
Yeah. But the thing is, people don't seem to realize how easy it is to get those patches, or if you know anybody who has an embroidery machine, how easy it is to make that shit. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Ernie to do something like that. As much as he goes out of his way to get the quote costumes and all the other shit to work with his LARPing, I wouldn't put him past him ordering this shit off of like Amazon or anything else, He's done it before. So I wouldn't put it past him. But how can he be working a security job doing he's got so many things going on all at once, and he wants everyone to so badly believe that he is doing security, that he is doing this transport, shit with his
That's all
van.
he's doing. He ain't doing no damn security. He can't pass a background check to do security. Cannot
No.
get clearance. I guarantee it. He's having to do like courier type shit.
Well, shit, it's like that one time when he was, quote, watching the soccer players get onto their bus. He was so far back as a security person who was supposed to be doing security. What the hell is he going to do if something happened that they needed a security officer there? He's so freaking far back sitting in his van, this thumb up his butt, that he's not going to be very much, of any help to anybody except for just videotaping it. It's like, give me a break. If you're doing security, are you not supposed to be out standing kind of close and be able to do security? He ended up, bye, it's obvious.
It's just a movie.
Yeah, it is just a movie. But I'm just so. Ugh. And now Jimbo, fuck. He's been awfully quiet since that last debacle fiasco of his lives he did. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That
And
was.
honestly, I'm just gonna be real. I feel bad for Mandy because obviously she's not seeing what's really there. So I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk shit about her. I'm not going
No.
to do that because I've been in her situation. I've been there. I
Right.
understand that situation. Man, just pay attention, Mandy. Just pay attention, hon. Because I know that you gave a lot of money to the stand,
Yeah.
or at least I know you were. I never got real like frequent cash apps, but she was one of them that would send some every once in a while, and I'd hear Jimbo say thank you for the cash app to her quite a bit. So
Right.
I just don't want her to be taken. You know, I don't want anybody to be taken by him. So um, yeah, just keep your eyes open, Mandy. You'll see it. I
Right.
promise.
So, I mean, we've. I mean, I'm not even going to go there. It's like we pointed out the lies, we proved them, but
Right. Like I said, like I feel bad for anybody that doesn't see him. Even with Ernie, I feel bad for him. Like these people, I see. There's part. I know that there's people that actually see it, but they don't care, and so that's why they're there. But then there's people that don't see it and probably would care if they actually knew, if they would see it. You know what I mean? So I mean, I know there's different energies, angles, whatever you want to call it, but I mean, I know there's some they're just evil, knows exactly what they're doing, and hey, let's go get them. You know. So, like
yeah,
I said, I mean, different energies,
yeah,
different people, and it's sad. But that's where me telling people, please go get some therapy. Because if you're thinking that criminal activity is okay to do, your mind's not healthy.
right,
Just saying. And I'm not talking about a socialist way of thinking or communist way of thinking. Nope, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying if you think that doing criminal activity is okay and you should wake up and do it again tomorrow, you should go get some therapy because your mind's not right.
who ended up getting money from general awareness? Sorry, I missed that. I didn't see that earlier. Ernie did. Talking about Ernie?
I don't know. I have
No,
no
I'm
idea.
asking. I'm asking. I'm asking Jess.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I hope he does better at his going over cases. Maybe Jimbo said
Well,
that
I
he.
mean, how long did it take him before he mentioned there was a ceasefire between, or a supposed ceasefire between Iran and Israel? Because he didn't for a minute.
Yeah.
And that shit was announced that day before
Right.
he went live. So it was
I
almost
mean,
like we were watching Mama T.
right. I mean, if
Like
you're
the
gonna,
kid's already been found. Why are you talking about him being missing?
it's like if you're gonna talk current affairs, global shit, be up. to up to date.
I didn't really watch much of it.
I couldn't be.
And I know it was a sad attempt.
I fell
Put something
asleep.
out there for some view hours. You know what I mean? I know that's what it is, but at the same time, Jimbo, that channel will not thrive with you doing those kind of live streams. And you don't want the attention, but dude, you did what you did and you stayed gone. And I know it's for a reason. And you think out of sight, out of mind. And I've told you before, that's not how that works. That's not how it works.
Right.
But the whole point is um, he stayed gone and let us take all the heat for the shit that he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Or
that's exactly what's happened. I'm not the only one. There's been a lot of people that have taken heat because of the shit that he did.
yeah, still are.
But we haven't backed down. We haven't gone anywhere. We haven't hidden. We're like,
Mm-mm.
no, this is what we're guilty of. We accept that part. That's us.
Yeah.
This other shit, no.
So my whole thing is, if he actually had a recording of someone saying that they were going to be making that phone call, there's no way in hell Jimbo would not jump on $500.
Right, of course.
I
But
mean,
and if you look, just like the wreck and everything else, him proving those things, it just didn't come to pass.
yeah, because he don't have it.
Right.
Never had it.
How long ago was it that they were talking about that damn video or recording, whatever, that he supposedly had of Nick or whatever? Yeah. Have you heard anything else about it?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Exactly. Just like you haven't heard about any of the proof about his wreck, where he broke his ribs and his collarbone and all that shit, man. I
Yeah.
mean,
3-year-old in the hospital.
usually if you let it play out, you'll see what the truth is.
Right.
And I've said that and I've done that. I tried to do that quite a bit. I have accomplished doing that when I've been in control of things. But um, yeah, man, like people usually tell you who they are.
Well,
You gotta
shit.
watch, pay attention. That's where
He's
I fucked up with Jimbo. Is I did not pay attention.
right.
That was my fuck up.
Right.
And I
I
became a dumbass because I didn't.
Well, I mean, how many times you got to prove Jimbo's a liar too? I mean, we've done it twice, and he still doubles down.
Well,
That
everybody knows he is, but he stayed gone. We're not out of sight, out of mind. We're taking the heat for the shit he did, as I just said. That's that's exactly. And he wants it to be that way. He don't want the heat. He don't
oh,
want to answer for what he's done. That's why he's been gone. He's
right.
done what? Has it been three? Yeah, three lives
Yeah,
since I went into Discord and told him what we all thought.
right. God, how many months now has that been? Since February? Was it February? I think.
17th or 18th. His birthday is either 18th or 19th. It was the day before.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, man, it's a hell of a birthday to be going into.
Right. I
I
mean,
actually felt better about the situation because it happened like that, but it was not intentional. It was just the point, like, hey, man, we see it, we're gone, we're
right,
done. We're letting you know. Best thing for you to do is walk away, like, because we will not be helping you out. We will not be protecting you or taking it up for you. Like, this is going to be you to handle on your own, and whatever dumbasses want to help you out because they're going to take a lot of heat.
right,
That's probably why he has stayed gone. Part of it. Because he don't have many supporters, and if he goes off and starts raising hell, then they're going to get a lot of heat.
right. Right.
So,
Betsy's tag was a very
which is a
proud.
good thing to think about others. That is a good thing, and I know he does that sometimes, but ultimately it comes back to what he is by nature.
Yeah. I mean, shit. He still doubles down on the car wreck. He still doubles down on Pauletta.
Well,
The frick.
he's gonna double down, but he's never going to show proof, and that's the point. There's never going to be a receipt.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. You cannot show anybody that something happened when you know good and well it did not happen.
I'd like to
Like,
see
we
them.
still cannot find this chick that was supposedly
Oh, in the
um,
wreck.
the one behind the wheel of the car. Yeah.
Right.
The one that was apparently the mother of the 3-year-old that was in ICU, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, my fuck up was not attention to what Jimbo was doing because I
No.
trusted him.
Sadly, a lot of us did.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that was where I fucked up. I never condoned anything, and when I found out, like everybody can tell you, I was done. I was leaving. See you.
Well, like we
And
said
everybody's
before,
like, "Hey, can we talk to you? Hey, do you know about this? Hey," and everything just fucking snowballed within 24 hours. Man, I was just like, "Wow." It
yeah,
wasn't like I was doing shit for months, like Jimbo thinks and wants to tell people. Didn't happen that way. What
no,
happened is everybody started seeing the the blatant lies all at the same fucking time. Like, whoa, Hoss, what the fuck is this shit? And then everybody started talking to each other. Do you see this shit? And we're like, yeah, we see it too. What do you
right?
want to do about it? I don't want to be part of it. Me either. All right. Well, let's walk away. And we did. It was no grand conspiracy. There was none of that shit. We just
No,
weren't going to put up with it no more.
I didn't want to be dragged down with that sinking ship.
Yeah, man. Like, we're already taking hits for you, but you go and lie? Like, really? You don't have to fucking lie. You were a dickhead to some people over a dumbass. A dumbass that, oh, I've known him for 20 years. You want me to just tell him they can't be in our Discord? Yeah, motherfucker, I don't want him in the Discord. A lot of people didn't.
Oh, Jim,
But
yeah,
you wanted to give me fucking grief over that. You wanted to give other people grief over it. You wanted to scream at people.
they're a perfect pair, in my opinion. They should do lives together.
I mean, honestly, when you stand back and look at them, yeah, because I mean, hell, man, Jimmy come in, hands out, please give me some of that money, because he obviously had a conversation with somebody that was getting some of that money,
Right.
and he thought it was gonna, he could just walk in and it become like Jimbo had started. No, Jimbo had been like honing that whole situation for like 3 fucking years, man. So I mean, yeah. Either way, like I said, he's letting us take the fucking heat for him
Hmm.
because he can't own up to what he did and be like, you know what, I fucked up. I don't know how I can make things right, but I want to try and make things right. Nothing. He
A
don't even
fucking
do that shit.
an apology would be
Well, that's what I'm saying. Basically, him just saying that would go a long ways, but just
you won't. We'll never get that apology.
dipping out,
Mm-mm.
letting other people take the heat, letting other people take the losses, because some people are owed money,
Right, a lot of money,
right?
and I'm
And
not
people
talking
that
about
can't afford to lose that kind of money.
right.
You know, that new mystery lady.
Yeah, I'm not
No,
talking
I
about
know.
just the Ernie fund either. I'm talking about
Right? No, I know. I know. Like, it's just, it's sad because people would honestly have given their shirt off their back for Jimbo, and Jimbo fucked them over.
you know,
The same people that were giving their shirts. And I'm not even talking, I wasn't giving my shirt. I mean, some people look at it that way. I give a fuck less about monetization.
right,
Give a fuck less. But people say that I was taken to the cleaners for the same reason. And you can look at it both ways. And yeah, you can see it. I can see their argument. But at the same time, the whole point of doing this was not about money. It's not all the shit I see other people around me doing. And that's why it's so easy for me to see because I just don't give a fuck.
right.
I don't care about the money. I don't care about how many people are in this chat. I really don't. I know the
No,
people that matter are going to be the ones that are in this chat.
exactly. The people that I care about.
Right?
Um, oh shit! I just lost my track of thought. I'm tired.
Mm-mm. No, you did not.
Oh my god! You talking about blonde moments from hell here today? Jesus. Fudge, what was I going to say?
You know, Betsy's tag, like I said earlier, I feel so much better that I'm not in the middle of that dumb shit anymore. And for the people that live for that kind of drama every day, man, please just go and just look. You ain't got to tell your friends you're doing it. Just go and look at everything you're doing, see what's going on in your life. Just think, is it worth it? Is this really where I want my life to be?
Right.
You don't
It's
have
kind
to do it for me either. Do it for yourself. I promise you. You will be grateful that you did.
it's
Just
nice
gotta be
not having the
honest.
stress of
You know.
wondering every day who's going to come in and start trying to get Jimbo completely riled up to where he's screaming and yelling and you know,
Hmm.
stressful.
You couldn't delete comments quick enough. And even
Mm,
if you did, he'd see it in
still,
StreamYard and get triggered.
it's
He'd
still even.
highlight the motherfucker. Like, dude, just ignore him. Fuck them trolls. Know what a troll comment is and just keep on going.
Right.
Don't even pay it any mind. I don't care who it's about. Just let it go. Because the whole point of them making that comment in the chat is to get you to respond the way that you're responding. So you're feeding the fucking trolls.
Right. Don't feed the trolls.
Right. And he would. Every once in a while he'd skip a few. But for the most part, no, he couldn't let it go, man. And that got old, man. For somebody that's as laid back as I am. And I like to keep that vibe. I mean, hell, there's a reason why I smoke weed. You know what I mean? I like to be chill.
Right.
And like getting hyped up over some idiot in the chat. Fuck that. You don't even know this motherfucker. And you're going to just get your blood pressure like sky high over that insignificant asshole. Like, don't give him that.
Well, shit. We saw what happened to him when he had those whatever type of gummies he used to eat.
Does he still count for other charges? Huh?
Yeah. Does he still have court?
Oh. I don't. I think he's just got some fucking driving infractions that he's having to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's going to have to report at some time for his probation because he is on a probation. He was on house arrest, but he could leave. But it was still house arrest, which makes me believe he might just. It might be a 7-month probation or something. Maybe I don't know, but he will have to report back to court if he hasn't already.
Yeah.
He'll have to go back to see where he's at on what he's supposed to have done, if he had to do any community service or, anything like that. Yeah, I've had to go through that process before.
Yeah.
So,
I think the two court things. Yeah, they're just traffic. Something to do with traffic.
right. Well, I've seen a couple with details of it being like traffic infractions, which, it's funny to me that he makes a big deal about you parking in a no parking, not even realizing it, but he's obviously, I believe part of it's not having insurance,
Right.
one
When
of
it
them. And that's something you ain't got.
right
You ain't paid that bill, so you motherfuckers know you ain't got no insurance. You're
or
driving illegally.
registration or shit like that. Yeah.
Huh?
I said or registration. Yeah, it's
Right.
kind of hard to tell when you're in a parking lot. It's dark. There's no signage painted on the ground, a sign or nothing except for a sign that's painted on a brick wall.
But either way, they're both traffic infractions.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. He made a big deal about yours and you being a criminal, doing criminal
Right.
acts.
I'm such a
But
criminal.
yet he's doing shit on the same level. Actually, um, I would consider yours to be a little bit more innocent because of the situation you just said. It being painted on the wall, you're not seeing the wall.
Yeah,
Something
there's
blocking
no
that being, from you being able to see it. And when you're delivering stuff like that, you don't like if you don't see the stripes, you don't see the signs, you don't usually think, "Hey, I can't park here." Usually, oh wow, okay, cool. I'm in and out
yeah.
anyway, so
No, it's just it was just a regular parking lot. And yeah, because usually when there's like it's painted differently or
it'd be
there
striped or whatever. Yeah,
yeah, or it says employee, whatever parking. But no, it was a small painted thing which like 10 college students were standing in front of, which I didn't even see it until after I came back when they were gone.
right.
But
And the boot was on. But yeah, it's the whole point though. He was knowingly driving illegally. You weren't knowingly parking illegally,
right,
and he made a big deal about you being the criminal. So
right,
um, it just shows. And usually, if you let it play out, it all washes out in the end.
right.
And He was talking all that shit, but now, as it's played out, he's gotten a couple of these kinds of infractions.
Yeah. Wasn't there like 4 of them?
Something like 3 or 4, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm laughing, because you had the one accidental, and these are not accidental for him. Speeding accidentally, no.
No. But Julie Walker likes to paint it like I'm freaking
Yeah, but look at her, man. She's got a helmet on, but she's still got her tongue like growing roots on the fucking bus window. You know what I mean?
right.
Like she has grown attachment to the glass.
Yeah. Oh God. I tell you, it's after a while you really start figuring out who the window lickers are on the short bus. They really start standing out from the crowd. Yeah, I also didn't claim a wreck multiple times, injuries, and a toddler expired. $7 frickin' to unlock your tire. Yeah. But I didn't contact Kemper. I didn't contact anybody else in Discord. Well, for one, I knew that Jimbo would be. Oh, we lost Kemper. Jimbo would be up and about at that time because he usually is. So, yeah, I was right. There he is.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
No, I was going to say, I'm sorry if I pull down something you've highlighted or pinned,
Oh, no.
because it blocks for where I'm trying to see the chat, and it's like
Yeah.
if that's up on mine, then it will make it where I can't see chat. So
Yeah.
I'm not doing it on purpose per se.
Yeah. No, that's okay. I usually try to bring the comment down when I'm done talking about it, but I forgot because I went to a different screen.
Hey, Graham. What's up, lady?
Right. Preach it, Kemper. Yeah,
Yeah, I just.
I think the house arrest was for both. That was his punishment for both, and then he's also
Yeah,
got
it was. Yeah, that's what he. That was part of the plea agreement.
yeah,
So.
he's got restitution on both of those, but the smallest amount of restitution I've ever heard of. But yeah,
Yeah.
$7 in comparison to God knows how much he has racked up.
Yeah, Ernie had to pay restitution to wrestlers when he didn't pay them
Right?
at that wrestling event.
Yeah.
He didn't
People
have to for all of them, but he had to for a few of them.
tell you one thing: I've never, knock on wood, never, ever, ever have had to pay restitution for anything. Never been
Yeah, I
arrested.
don't think I have either. Like even with my charges, because I had to pay fines. Yeah, but that's what I had to do.
I've
There
had
was
to
a
pay.
little bit of court cost. I think the court cost was a little over $100 or something like that, and then the fines were like 700 or 800 total, all of them combined. So I had put up a total of $10,000 bond,
Yeah.
$5,000 twice. So um, yeah, yeah, I got those checks back. That's why um, it just blew my mind that the court just released the money back to Thelma and Jimbo. But I guess because they don't know about the loan,
Yeah.
then they're not going to.
Yeah.
Like the judge straight up asked me, "Who paid your bond?" And I was like,
Right.
"My dad did." And he was like, "We'll be giving your dad a check minus the court cost and the fines."
And
Well, and let me
it
take
is.
that back. And the probation cost for my year of probation, they took those out too.
Yeah, and they didn't tell the court that someone paid um their bond,
Mm-hmm.
which is absolute bullshit. Yeah, I've never paid court costs except for my divorce and then a restraining order once. So
Yeah, I've had 3 charges. I had to pay $110 fine in North Carolina with my first marijuana charge. That was it.
mhm.
And it was 1129 suspended probation,
Oh,
pending payment.
is that when you were drug dealing there, Kimber? According to
No, not even close. I was like 20, I think, when that happened.
oh god. I can't put.
Like, no, see, I don't understand where he talks about drug dealing. Um, like, now I did grow marijuana legally,
Right,
and yeah, I had patients that I grew for.
right,
So, um, if you want to consider that drug dealing, well, then okay, whatever. But it's not. They compensated me for me taking care of their plant count and giving them medicine every week.
right. Yeah, that was back in the day when you had scripts and you could only have a certain amount of plants and you had growers.
Yeah, that was back in. It started in 2008 for me. Well, it was
Yeah,
2009 when I actually got my own card. But yeah,
I had a boyfriend way back then that was he was he had his own personal plants and then he had scripts for two other people's plants that
see,
he
I
had.
could grow for myself, or I could have somebody else grow for me. But I grew mine, and then I had 5 patients. That's the most you could have. So I had 5 plant counts of 12.
Yeah,
That was what I could have. And that was between my veg and my flowering. Like, that's all. Anything with a root, you could only have that many.
right.
So anything in a clone dome, anything in like a, a transplant pot, the 20-gallon pot, it don't matter. If it's got a root, it counts as a plant.
Cram.
But there, for a while, we were able to co-op until they actually amended the law where you could not co-op anymore. So everybody, that's when I ended up with my own
Right.
garden. I was actually co-opted with another or two other people at my buddy's house, and so we had like a little over 200 plants, something like that.
Yeah. Thanks.
But
Remember
like
for
I said, at the same time, it was almost like being true medicine man, because I mean we were making Rick Simpson oil all the time and making concentrates and just all kinds of shit, man. Keep cakes, whatever, and like it was fun making tinctures, doing all that shit.
yeah,
And I got to actually see 2 people that had stage 4 lung cancer go into total remission.
right.
Like they still doing their thing today. They got their plants after they were healthy enough to grow them and start growing themselves. And that was actually the year that Michigan made it legal to grow outside. So they grew theirs outside and they were taller than their fucking pole barn.
Damn.
Not kidding. Like I had to get up on these rails to take pictures of them
Jesus.
that were on the top of the pole barn. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow. Thanks, Graham, for being a member for 2 months. Love being here with my two criminal friends.
Sorry for that trimmed down memory cliff, guys. Sorry about that.
No problem. I know, shit.
But I definitely wasn't. Marijuana's not a drug, so whatever. I wasn't drug
That's
dealing.
medicinal.
But dumbasses like Jimbo would consider it a drug.
Right.
So whatever.
I don't know. But that just cracked me up when he was trying to call you a drug dealer. But each time that you were arrested, it was just personal, the amount of personal use. So, well,
Yeah, it was possession for personal use
yeah,
every single time. Now it could have been more, but the argument was strong that I was a huge, huge reefer head.
right.
And that's what my lawyer that I had on retainer started out as public defender. And he did so well on my first one, I got him on retainer and he took care of my second one.
Well, you
And
got to
he
think,
pretty much walked in there and pretty much said, "This guy's just a pothead."
right.
And the DA was like, "Well, what's your argument?" He was like, "Put your hands over those 2 bags and tell me what you see." And there were probably about 40 like roaches. If anybody
Yeah,
knows what a roach is, there was about 40 of them. A 3-chamber hippie pipe, resonate your buds with. I had like a pack of Philly blunts, king size zigzags. Like the 2 bags, one was a quarter bag, one was 3/4 of an ounce.
yeah,
They were trying to give me distribution, and that became a misdemeanor. The second one, I had 10.5 ounces, all in one bag.
yeah.
I got pulled over for it. Well, not for that. I was drunk, but They dropped the DUI to go after the possession charge. And then my lawyer went in there and was like, hey, yo, he's a reefer head.
Yeah, but I can
And
say
they
that
put their hand over those 2 bags, and the DA looked at him and was like, yeah, you're right. Yep. And looked at the cop that made both arrest, was like, are you okay with him getting a plea deal? And he was like, is he in the system right now? And he's like, yeah, he's doing probation for a year, blah, 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 drug test, this and that. And he was like, I don't care, go ahead. So as long as I was getting help and seeing the error of my ways, which I can promise you, I was doing other things besides weed at the time. So that was
all
the
you're gonna say
problem.
is you're a high functioning pothead. I mean, you're able to hold down a job and everything else. So
I mean, I've always been a high functioning druggie, mainly
that's
prescription, but still at the same time, 15 years of prescription like
right.
that, you know? And that was because, anxiety and fucking injuries. They were pumping the fucking Xanny bars and Percocets and Lortabs. So,
Shoot, I'd rather go the weed.
getting wisdom teeth cut out got me on a relapse for another 7 or 8 years or something like that.
Yeah, I'll take the natural way any day instead of the pain pills and shit. I don't like the pharmaceuticals, in my opinion.
See, I mean, I know I've got an addictive nature. I've never denied that. Been a my drug dealer? No. Have I ever worked in the industry? A little bit. More in the barter system instead of dealing.
Right,
Um, but either way, I was also resourceful. I knew where to find things. So I
right.
might not necessarily be dealing. I'd be like, hey, man, I know so and so will help you out. And as long as I trusted you, you're okay to go to them. So that's how
Yeah,
that worked. But since I was 27, I haven't done any kind of hard drugs, like not prescribed by a doctor.
well, that's good.
Now, from 21 to 23, oh yeah, it was yeah, it was like Scarface. It was between the Grateful Dead and Scarface. That was about like what it was, because
That's
I was
fun.
always dropping that blue blotter and then snorting the rails. So
Well, I don't know. It just
I still functioned. I held down my jobs. I paid them on all my bills. Like I wasn't out robbing places. Like if I
right,
was doing anything, I was holed up somewhere getting stoned.
right.
I wasn't like if I was out in a vehicle, I was in the woods. So when I say I know Cott County, out in the woods, the trails, 4-wheel drive paths, the swimming holes, all that shit,
Mm.
know that there's no tunnels to traffic humans in. I mean it, especially at fucking Hall's Top, man.
Yeah. Well, according to Jimbo, I mean, you're even driving currently to work, everything's stoned out of your mind, or on
It's
your.
funny because I'm not even driving currently. My
He'll
truck
just.
is not running, so how am I? I haven't been for a while too. That's the funny part for him to even say that. Because
Yeah.
believe me, it was long before I left the stand that it was like that.
Well, it's just him wanting to try to throw shade on you, me, anybody else.
Right.
To try to get people to pay attention to. It's like, pay attention to something else besides the fucked up shit that he did.
Okay. Everybody at the stand pretty much walked away from Jimbo and called him out for some shit, right? And for a guy that's supposed to be coming back swinging, did you see how weak those punches were?
Oh my
You're a
god.
criminal for a $7 fucking parking check. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, me,
I'm a
I'm
beggar
I'm
too for
I'm
$7.
driving under the influence when I don't even fucking drive. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. I have a license, yes. I just don't have a truck that's running. I'm currently actually in the market to go purchase one, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. But point is, Jimbo's a liar.
Yeah, proven liar.
Jimbo likes to exaggerate, and then to be defending himself on everything that he was called out for, he comes back with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was okay, all right, whatever. You could have come back with proof that the wreck happened, that you weren't lying about all of these things, that Pauletta was real, all that shit. You could have just come back
Oh,
with that, but you didn't. You ignored us calling you out for the fake Pauletta.
speaking of Pauletta, I ran across a clip a couple days ago of Jimbo telling Ghost that if he pays Pauletta $1,000 or whatever it was, that she would make a YouTube channel so she can come on and you go on camera. Come on,
Mm.
I would have paid anything to see how he would have tried to manipulate that one. That one would have been.
Well, he could have still used the same chick to do it.
I know, but there's so
If
many
we did
people
not
who know.
know to go and look, we wouldn't have known.
Yeah, but there's people out there that know who
But
she
not the
is.
right people.
Yeah,
Most people did not know who she was. Like, I'd forgotten who she was. That's how insignificant it was to me.
right.
Because I even showed you messages that I'd sent to her
Yeah,
because I thanked her for defending Jimbo and his family through that whole Casey thing. Because I truly thought they didn't know anything.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, like, he could have gotten by with it, but he didn't. He just did it that way on the backup channel.
I know. That was so sad.
That cracks me up. Like that, and the thing that pisses me off is the autographed missing poster.
Oh God, I mean,
Like, I understand trolling, but fuck, dude, really? Have a little bit of class. You know, you're supposed to be a national champion coach, right? Of
not only
kids, right?
autographed but laminated.
Right.
He
But
was,
still, the point, he's supposed to be this moral compass for kids, and he's trolling like that, man. Come on, dude.
I know. I when he said that, that floored me. I was like, what?
Well, and then him trolling about him having Polaroids and all that shit.
Yeah,
First of all, it was a dumb troll.
that was probably he's done some dumb, dumb,
Like, all he
dumb.
did, even though it was a troll, they've got it clipped and they're preaching it the other way. And
Yeah,
anybody that don't give a shit to look into it, they're gonna be like, "Wow, that dude is fucking sick." You know what I mean?
yeah. Or she was 8.
So, I mean, honestly, I would think just hearing that person's fucking sick.
Yeah,
I'm not siding with anybody. I'm just saying, you know, to a person that doesn't know anything else, they hear that clip, they're like, "Fuck."
right.
And that's
Or
what we all said when he did that.
right. Well, look when he said, "Oh, you mean as he when he said no, she was 8." I mean,
Yes, that whole
he'll never.
fucking thing. Yes, that clip.
God, I mean,
Hmm. That's when you know somebody's not a very good troll because they have to do that way.
yeah,
A good troll wouldn't even been yelling. And if you remember, there was a lot of yelling.
yeah. I do remember that.
So,
If it
yeah,
wasn't him,
good troll
some
don't have to yell to get their point across. A good troll don't have to say dumb shit like that to make the point.
yeah, if it wasn't
Even
him,
though it was sarcastic, whatever you want to call it. I know it was a troll, but what the fuck ever. That was stupid.
mm-hmm.
And for somebody that's getting hit with 12 is 12 and all this other shit, that was a dumb move to make.
One of those
Not
stupid.
saying I believe that 12 is 12 and all that other dumb shit. I know what happened. Okay. I've got my own opinion, but I know what happened. Was it against the law? No, it was not. Was it something that we would condone? No, it's not. Is
Oh,
it something that's condoned today and allowed today? Not in
no.
most states, but
Kentucky
it's still
maybe
the
still.
point. There was two sets of parents that signed off on it and one set of parents that was pushing for it.
Yeah,
So, unfortunately, it happened. Hopefully, everybody involved is in a better place now, except for Jimbo. Fuck you, Jimbo. But yeah, man, doing that dumbass shit on that phone call or panel or whatever I think it was a phone call on somebody else's panel. It was Bird's panel or something. But anyway, yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah.
And
Thank
that, I can tell you, Jimbo, was when a lot of people started saying, okay, Jimbo's gonna have to fucking chill. I can't do this.
you.
And a lot of people started walking away or just not talking anymore. Still around, but nobody knew
Yeah.
because of that dumb shit. But yeah, it's been months and months, and I've been conspiring behind the scenes with all these secret chats and getting everybody to fuck Jimbo, fuck him, block him. No, I tell everybody asked me what should I do if he contacts me. I pretty much said, don't let him contact you. Block him. To me, that's an easy peasy fucking way to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Fuck. You don't want to talk to somebody, just make it where they can't talk to you. Very simple to do. He wants to say all that dumb shit, in his little conspiracy theory fucking story he wants to tell about me. But again, it was because of that string of lies. After you showing your ass, people started paying attention. Then you come in a few days later with the wreck, and I could say at least a dozen people were like, huh?
Right.
I don't know. And then in the next 3 or 4 days, you're getting hit with shoplifting. Might have been 5 days, but it's still in a week.
Yeah.
You're getting hit
Within,
with shoplifting. So everybody started paying more and more attention. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Well, we
and then
couldn't
start
find
going
anything
back.
on the chick that supposedly caused the wreck. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah. And then people like you and me and a few others going in the past, looking at a few things, going, wait a minute,
hmm
none of this makes sense now.
Well, and it
Or
was about that time that I was told, hey, Pauletta was fake. And
yeah,
so we started looking. And
I'll never forget when they told me.
there's some good skip tracers over here. I can tell you that.
Hell yeah, there is.
Because we weren't given a lead. We were just told, hey, Pauletta was fake.
You weren't given a name or nothing,
So we had to go find who it was.
right? And thanks to a
Like
certain
first finding the interview that Jimbo had, you know,
yeah,
that was a decent amount of time. And then once that was done, would it take 2 days, if that,
something
to
yeah,
find her?
yeah, and God, the work that that person did, whew,
Yep.
that was awesome.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, like I said, he could have had her start a YouTube channel and go do an interview. Same person. He could have. I mean, hell, he did basically the same thing on the backup channel.
Yeah. Well, thing is, if he ever would have done that, that person would definitely be persecuted right along with him, because then that would be another video.
Yeah, but
We would,
they would probably just delete their channel and try not to be heard from again.
yeah,
They're not a YouTuber. You know what I mean?
right.
It
I don't
ain't
know,
like
but
they're going to stick around and get beat up.
no, this is a
I wouldn't
thing of,
see that at
I mean,
all.
it's just a thing of comparison of the video and then going to their Facebook and
Yeah,
bringing,
that hurts more anyway because that like we know who she is.
yeah,
It's not a YouTube name. It's a real person's name.
mm-hmm,
The same person that was backing Jimbo up when Bird and Ghost was going to the school boards.
yeah, been friends
So that'll
since
tell you how far she'll go.
been friends with Ernie, Jimbo since Sarah was little. I mean, shit, it
There's
could,
something like
and
that.
come to find out, she's also somewhat friends with Ernie too. I think. Someone
Oh,
showed
I didn't know that, but that would make sense if
showed us,
she's been around Jimbo that long.
yeah, or she knew about. Or I'd have to look at it again. But yeah, knows of Ernie. As to how close they were, who knows? I don't care. It's just the whole point.
Oh,
Birds of a feather flock together.
yeah.
I mean, literally.
I can't believe I let myself trust him.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, Skunk, thank you for remember for 3 months. Right on, Graham. Dang it. All right. You know, I don't know. Internet's forever, people. I mean, you can't say shit, do shit, and think that, you can get. I mean, there's too many people out there clipping everything.
Mhm.
And if it wasn't for them, half the time we wouldn't have, some of the things that we do have. Or, shoot, I've gotten away. God, I used to record Ernie's all the time and a few other people's all the time because they were doing just fucked up shit all the time.
Yeah.
You had to keep track of them. But yeah, we've got a couple really good archive people who keep a very good record of everything. So yeah, just remember that. I mean, I got to
Yeah.
remember that too. Internet's forever, but I don't say or do fucked up shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be doing that dumb drama shit. Fuck that.
Mm-mm.
If I need to come and speak on something, or I feel like I need to come and speak on something, then yeah. But all that extra bullshit, fuck all that.
Yeah, I know, Skunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, granted, drama brings in the money, but I started off as a clip channel bringing out the truth, and that's where I'm going to stay.
Just so you know, I'm gonna have to sign off soon.
I know. I'm tired.
My
Brain
battery's
dead.
dying, and I got to get up early. So
Oh, yeah.
what's
Hey,
up,
Rand
Rand?
5150. Of course, we get ready to leave, and you come in. Sorry. But thanks for everybody for coming in and listening to us. Bring out some more shit from these people. God, it's just amazing.
I mean, it's amazing that, like I said, if you guys wake up for this drama, this is what motivates you, and just do some soul searching, man.
Right.
Like, it's really, 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 really not worth it. And if that's what you're feeding off of, there's something not right.
Right.
I'm
I
not
mean,
trying to be a therapist. I'm not trying to sound like a know-it-all, but I can promise you, um, like I said, I've gone through that recently, and I realized what I was fucking up with. You have not seen anything because I'm not going to involve myself in that dumb shit. I realized
right.
what it's worth. It's not worth anything. It's not even worth my acknowledgement.
Yeah. I mean, truthfully, we're still not even a drama channel because, I mean, we're not picking fights. If we were just bringing out the truth and just showing the receipts and pretty much leaving it at
I was going to say, we've shown enough on Ernie. We don't even have to show any more receipts.
that.
All you have to do is refer to our channels.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, the receipts are there.
It's just too easy, as Ernie says, too easy. And oh my God, Ernie today saying that I have no, because I was asking him, I can't even remember what it was I asked him. Oh, it was about him being famous and shit. And he's all, calling him out on that. And he's all, that I better pretty much watch myself. It's like, dude, you don't even have my name right. And even if you did, I don't care. You can't do anything but to sit there and threaten me because I'm bringing out truth on you. Go ahead.
And let him go deliver a package and pretend to be something he's not.
Right.
That's pretty much where it is. That's literally what he's doing. Just LARPing. He's got, apparently, he's got a job that's satisfying his probation. He wouldn't be free this long if he did not have some source of employment. So
Yeah.
something's going on, but
Well, he's showing receipts for something to them that they believe, but
yeah, he's not doing shit though.
yeah. I really want to put Puss Boy off social media, avoiding other. Yeah. Right. POS always has an answer, no matter how ludicrous it is. That's very true.
He does.
Like I said, he wakes up from a dead sleep, and the first thing that comes out of his mouth is a story, a lie to make up that he fell asleep and he dropped his phone or hit his phone.
Yep.
Dude, you can't admit even that, can't even admit that. So you're just a joke. Just a joke.
Right.
Anyways, well, I'm ready to go to bed. And I know
Thanks
you
for
are.
coming and hanging out, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
We do appreciate it. Well,
Appreciate
we're going to probably try to come live more. There's been holidays and a lot of money trying to be made, so I know there's been focus elsewhere.
Yeah.
But
I've been super
yeah,
busy the past couple of weeks, and
it was good hanging out though.
right.
Missed a lot of
Chit
you.
chat for a little bit.
Yeah.
I appreciate every one of you guys for being here, and we shall see you next time. So have a good night. And everyone, no, I'm not going to say everyone behave because, yeah, but just have fun. See you later. Let's see.